we decided to put a magazine together. We have gemzine.com on the web. And we put together a bunch of articles. Bobby Hebb played with the Beatles in '66. So he did the whole tour. So a tape showed up last year that went on auction. So they called me up and said, could you tell us the songs Bobby Hebb performed? So I went down to the engineer's studio and heard the songs. It was great hearing Crazy Baby from the Bobby Hebb Sonny Allen. Long version of Sonny, 7-8 minutes with Barry and the Remains backing him up. So we wrote an article about it here. And then Joe Tortelli, who writes for Goldmine and Discoveries, did something on the remasters. And Nancy Foster, who was the editor of Wii magazine in the 80s. I don't know if you remember Wii, she was a music editor. She wrote something on Barry and the Remains. And we put together a fun book. At the end, there's an interview with producer Eddie Pumer from the band Kaleidoscope. They played on the Isle of Wight Festival in 1970. He produced the Band on the Run 25th anniversary box set. So the interview with Eddie from 10 years ago is reprinted here in Gemzine.
Generally, it's a monthly magazine, quarterly magazine?
Well, Music Business Monthly. Yep. We had so much fun putting this together. Music Business Monthly is my magazine. I'm the editor of Gemzine. Yep. And I worked with Gem putting that out, and then we decided, wow, this is so much fun. We just did this as a one-off for this event for BeatExpo 2009. But last night it was at the printers, and we decided, let's do this monthly.
Very nice. So
Music Business Monthly is back because it's basically going to be online. You guys have a real paper, which I'm very, wow, that's...
Oh, thank you.
That's amazing that you've done that, because in this day and age...
Yeah, print industry is, that's not doing so well.
As a collector, wow, that's really nice that you did that.
Thank you very much. Now, as Gemzine goes along, are you looking to also do special ones for events as well in the area, or is it going to be just the coverage just in terms of music in general? Are you going to do one-offs again for future events?
We're going to be doing specials on Andy Warhol, the Velvet Underground, things that we like. So the writers, like Tortelli, just went to work on the remasters article because he loves the Beatles. So these are veteran writers, but to get them to do stuff that they want to write about, you really get the essence of the writer, you know?
Yes.
Because they spend hours on it. You know how that is.
Yeah, I know. Really, with the writers for our magazine.
I'm going to talk to Ian Lloyd. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go on. No, go on. You're talking to Ian Lloyd and...
Downstairs in Spanky. Yes. They're my friends. I've been working with them, so I brought them to the convention.
Now, they also write for the magazine as well, or they...
No, we write about them in the magazine.
Oh, write about them in the magazine. Now, do you have other musicians write for the magazine, or is it all just... I mean, we have an open mic section where we have local musicians write just about the scene in general, a little bit about their bands. Do you guys use that as well, or is it just writers that worked in the industry for a while?
Basically, what we do with Jim, we were doing something called going track by track. So any album, Ian Lloyd, Spanky, Marty Ballin of the Jefferson Airplane, Bobby Hebb, we have the artists go track by track and talk about the music. So instead of liner notes, instead of a review, you're actually getting the artist telling you why they wrote this song or why they recorded this
story
song.
about the lyrics.
Yeah, just anything they want to talk about the song, so we get more information. Something that might have happened in the studio.
Now you decided to go now you're saying as of last night you decided to put this out as a monthly. It's going to be its own publication.
Just for fun, limited editions. It's a nice slick glossy cover. It was quite a bit of money just to do 12 pages.
Yes.
As you probably know.
Yes, we did.
But it was well worth it because it's a real collectible, and I think people are going to like, wow.
Oh yeah, no, it's a great collectible. It's like it's fantastic. Now you're the publication that you run as well. Now you decided to do this as a side project. What is your publication doing?
Music Business Monthly, we created 20 years ago because I was doing music business seminars, something like this, only we'd have A&R guys come in and local promo reps and they talk to the bands. We had a lot of fun with that, so we had Music Business Monthly. My partner was a big DJ in Boston at the big classic rock station, ZLX.
Yes.
So, are you from Boston or?
I went to school in Boston, but I'm actually from Stamford, Connecticut. I'm actually local.
Okay. So, we were doing Music Business Monthly back then, but now I'm thinking it's time to bring it back because music business is in such disarray. Let's really talk to the people who are making things happen.
Okay. So it's more of an industry publication?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Now, what's the name of what website are they going to for that publication?
That's musicbusinessmonthly.com.
Musicbusinessmonthly.com, and this is gem.com.
Right.
GM.
And who didn't come today is Marty Ballin of the Jefferson Airplane. November 17th, a week ago, a 14-year project we were working on, Marty Ballin, live on the Esplanade, was just released. If you come by the table, I can hold the DVD cover up. It's a DVD internationally. First Marty Ballin concert, doing all his Airplane and Starship hits Miracles, White Rabbit, somebody to love.
And that's in stores right now. You can find it on Amazon. I mean,
It just came out last week on Amazon. It went from 45,000 to 20,000 yesterday.
Oh, very
so
nice.
people are picking
it up. Make sure to get a copy
to
of
see
that.
my name as director is kind of like, if you go to Netflix, it's like, oh, finally, director, Joe Viglione.
Very nice, very nice.
14 years.
Anything else that you want to talk about in coming in the future 2010 to look forward to?
Just this is really cool. I hope Charles keeps these up because he's an old dear friend, and to see the people are having a good time, and that's the whole key.
This is true.
This is a successful event, you can tell.
Oh, it's great. There's a lot of fans out here. Everyone's coming together. Just the memorabilia that's here is amazing. I mean,
It is.
It's staggering the amount of stuff, and they also to find people that traveled not just an hour to get here, but took trains, took planes. It's amazing. I know it's the first one he's done in about 10 years. But to have the turnout that he had and have people travel from all over the place shows that the fan base is still alive and well.
Well, did Spanky tell you she was down in Philadelphia? They drove 8 hours.
Oh, wow. No,
They were at the WYSP. There's another event in Philadelphia, the big annual WYSP Collectibles Marketplace. It was 4 days, and it's just huge.
That's going on currently
right now, today. It ends today, but they've been doing it for 4 days. So they went down, she flew in from California to do that, and she came up here to be with us. And then they're doing something else this week.
Okay.
And producer Rob Fraboni will be here later. He did Bob Dylan, Planet Waves,
Oh, wow.
Bridges to Babylon, Rolling Stones.
When he'll be here a little later on this afternoon?
Yeah, about an hour.
Yeah, we're going to be here all day long.
Yeah, so if you'd like to talk to Rob, you'll
Oh, awesome. Definitely will.
And a great photo. Brian Epstein set that up. He has the Beatles getting Bobby Hebb's autograph.
That's cool. I like that.
Bobby's working on Bobby Hebb Live. He was going to be up here too, but
There you go.